the abundant resources of Vietnam, fungus. Really excited to welcome Emmay.
So, hi everyone, we are Emmay team. So, this is this is the problem all of us are facing now. Plastic pollution. It is poisoning our planet and human health as well. This is a global battle against plastic. Over 100 countries reduce using plastic and some place tag on it. And Vietnam is not an exception. The country aims to end use of disposable plastic by 2025. That's why we are here with a solution from mushroom called mycelium. So mycelium is the root structures of mushroom growing by extending the long strand that can attach itself to the structure. So how we do with this? Step 1, we press agriculture waste like husk into a desired shape. Step 2, we add mycelium along with water, nutrients, and put it away from the light. After a few days, the mushroom material are formed, and we have the product like the one you hold in your hand. And this is some product that can be made from mycelium technology. Now we are focusing on alternative plastic like corner packet, cooler, and alternative building material like brick. And we can mold it into any shape that we want. And the application of this technology is out of your imagination. It can also work in furniture, textile, and so on. With the alternative plastic, they have the same performance as plastic, or even better. They are strong, lightweight, durable, with added benefits: biodegradable, flame and water resistant, and cost saving. Here's the testing proving the durability of alternative brick compared to the traditional one. And the market size for this business is a huge number. We choose to start in Vietnam first, then we move to other markets.
So our target customer could be the electric and automotive corporation like LG, Samsung, Honda, and Toyota. They could be the wholesale and retail corporation like CJRM and Walmart. They could be the construction corporation like Vingroup as well, and ecstasy like that. And our market strategy to go to the global, we have the three main ways. One way, we will selling direct our product via our network ready. And the second, we will join into the global incubator and acceleration that can help us to enter the new market. And the final, we can create the viral marketing via the local and the global KOLs as well. In the world, there is a few startups can do this business based on the mushroom technology, and the Emmay from Vietnam is the first mover and the only startup doing this business. We are now launching our MVP. And what makes we different? We got the USA Impact Fund from the Chief Tribe Capital from Hanoi, and we spending 10 years on the experience in fungus mushroom technology. And we're doing this business so we have the ability to control all the supply chain in Vietnam. We have the strong and widely international network that can support us to grow this business faster and sustainable. Of course, we have the full strong team. So who exactly we are that we can make it happen? I am the founder of this project. I have 9 years experience in doing business in mushroom. And I exist successfully to other kind of the startup in manufacturing and exporting sector as well. Mr. Duan is the CTO and CEO of this project. He's an MIT alumni from Big Data and Electricity Engineering, and he is the serial entrepreneur. And Miss Lian is a project manager. She studied in international business. And this is our R&D team. They are both all from the Vietnamese Agriculture Institute. They are the professors, and they have at least 23 years R&D in fungus and biotechnology. And until now, after launching this business, 3 months, we got the 3 pre-order from the 3 customers, and with the value of the contract more than $200 US. And we plan to keep moving on R&D deeply and design more different kind of the products. And in the next year, we will call the investment to upgrade my factory and starting the new market. So we are here today because we want to change the world by our impact positive mushroom technology. We are the Emmay team from Vietnam. Thank you for listening. Thank you. A little bit nervous. Thank you.
So I'm just looking at how you earn money and sort of the process, right? Someone orders, gives you an order, right? And you take a deposit, and then you actually go produce whatever it is they've ordered, right?
Yes.
How long does it take between from getting the order to fulfilling the order on average?
Yes, it depends on what kind of the product my customer order my factory to manufacturing it. But beyond the pre-order, with the corner package, we take it from 7 days to customize from our customer demand. Because we design it already, yeah.
So, good presentation.
Thank you.
Yesterday we talked about the IP. You said you had not filed any IP in Vietnam. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually that we are in the progress working with some law company in Vietnam and other countries that will lead to the target market, and we're pretty sure that we can take the IP. Yeah, and have you ever thinking about the question that why Samsung and LG, they have the same Android operation system and the same like each other, but they still can selling the same product in the same market? Yeah, that's always a way.
No,
yeah.
So the question is, for you to sell abroad, I think for you to sell in Vietnam, it's a question of what patents Ecovative has in Vietnam. I don't know if Ecovative has patents in Vietnam, but I'm sure they have patents in the US, right? Ecovative has patents in the US and Europe. And if you want to sell your product to Samsung, and Samsung is going to sell to many countries, then you should not be violating Ecovative patents. So have you looked at what, it's expensive to actually get patents analyzed. So have you analyzed Ecovative's patents, and if you would you be violating those patents?
Yeah, of course we are making the research on the IP of the Ecovative on the internet. They are always public, and besides it, there is a condition in the IP law that if your customer open the company in Vietnam and they have the factory in Vietnam, then you can selling our product to them, and they will exporting to another country. Yeah, that's the law of the IP.
How much does it cost you to make the product?
Excuse me?
How much does it cost you to manufacture the product? What's the cost?
Yeah, with the corner package, it's around 40 and 50 cost for manufacturing it. Yeah, 40 cents.
What
40
ingredients?
cents.
What is it? Is it the agricultural waste you pay for, or you pay for just the manufacturing process? I'm asking whether the raw materials costs money.
Yeah, with the 40 cents, we included the raw material already in it, and the manufacturing costs for operation, and the many kinds of the costs for manufacturing it.
Profit margins should be very good.
Yeah, at this stage, it's very good.
Just to follow up on that, if you could help us understand better, what is the cost savings? We understand the cost, but what is the cost savings, say, for if you do it the same product through plastic, and then just on page, I don't know, your product, how the products are different, biodegradable. How long does it take to degrade? And then also similar question, you know, you also said it's lightweight. How lightweight compared to substitutes like a plastic?
Yeah. As follow the research that the lightweight of the eco material from the mushroom is a little bit lighter than plastic, than the brick plastic. And the question about that, the cost saving, right? Yeah. I mean that we would have our customer to save the cost from the tax from the government, because the government from many countries will pay tax on our customer if they are using many kinds of the plastic on their business. And beside of it, I want to mean that I have them to build the beautiful emerging brand for it if they use the eco material at this present. So that the indirect cost saving for our customer. Yeah.
I think the customers must love the chance to use ecological product. I agree, understand that.
Yeah, thank you.
And how long does it take to degrade?
For the following the research and the innovative document, it will take at least 20 years. 20 years, yeah.
Have you thought about flame retardant and light stabilization? Do you need to do anything to the product to make sure that it's fireproof? It says your products it says flame retardant. You can't burn this product. It's not a fire hazard.
You mean about the testing the flames resistant? Yeah, we make it already. We make the testing with our product already, and it's very hard to fire it. Yeah, it's the new way to have us to protect from the fire. Yeah.
I have a question for you about the pricing and the cost analysis, because I know the cost of plastics is really cheap.
Yeah.
And you know, you showed a number like 5 cents different or something, but your process takes several days to make a part, right? So, I mean, if you really think about manufacturing, people punch out parts fast. Like plastics processing is, I mean, I'm sitting next to someone who really knows this well, and you're punching out parts really quick. And so, at least to me, that comparison of cost is not believable, because if you have a part that takes 5 days to prepare, either I need a lot of space, or you know, so you need to have a lot more information as to why your costs are what they are.
Actually, that's what is your question?
So the question is, what is the basis for the cost analysis?
You mean about the cost analytics, right? Yeah, and compare with the traditional, yeah, the plastic. Yeah, with the raw material is very cheaper, because that we are gather the waste from the other sector, so it's very cheap. And the other manufacturing of our factory is the smart factory, automatic, with a little human result in there, so we can cost saving there. And with our experience and expert in the automatic factory, so we can have saving the cost for manufacturing it.
I was actually going to go with that. I was wanting to know a little bit more about your factory and how many people it takes to run the factory. So could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, we have the 600 mat of our factory, and we have 4 persons for it to manufacturing and operation it. Yeah.
Can you make all of the different products that you show in mass scale?
Yeah.
As you grow, can you mass produce?
Yeah, this mushroom technology has many kinds of the application. They can have the furniture, they can have the leather textile, and they can have the many kinds from that, but we still keep moving on R&D deeply. Yeah.
How can you offer lower price than your competitor?
Because that we have the raw material very cheaper, and we have the cheaper labor, and the other fixed cost for manufacturing in Vietnam, so we have the better price than them. Yeah.
So who are your current competitors in Vietnam or in places that you want to expand into?
Yeah, we are the first mover and the only in Vietnam can do this business. Yeah. We have spending 10 years experience in R&D in it. Yeah. Thank you.
What products are you going to make next?
Thank you so much.
No, a question was about
Yeah.
What are your next products? You're making a cooler now. What's next?
Right now, we just focus on the eco packaging and the bricks, like the eco material for construction sector. It's a huge market, but we still keep R&D in the furniture. Yeah, but it's a long term. Yeah. Thank you so much.